So, hi, Greg.
Highly.
We are here with Greg from Versicode, and we have some questions for you. Are you ready for this?
Let's go.
All right. So, my curiosity with yourself and with Versicode is what really makes Versicode different in this world, and what is your contribution to, the community and what you're doing? What's your vision?
Sure. Yeah, that's a great question. And you're right, there's lots of risk adjustment vendors out there. They all do their process in different ways, and there's lots of good ones. But I think Versicode brings some unique benefits from working with us. I think it boils down to three areas, really. I think first, it's our people. Second, it's our technology and the way we've chosen to implement that. And third, it's our focus. And I'll talk specifically about what that focus is when I get there. So regarding the people, working with us is a very personalized experience. There are some companies that once you get onboarded, you're kind of left to figure it out for yourself, and hopefully you can do that. But with working with Versicode, it's a very personal experience. You'll get a personal account manager. You'd have direct access to them at all times, have direct access to risk adjustment coders to answer any of those questions, and we're very responsive. That doesn't always happen, unfortunately. The second thing is the tech, and I think our technology makes us stand apart. We have a unique vision and a unique blend for our technology. So with risk adjustment coding, you can do coding 100% human. You can do coding 100% artificial intelligence. We do both, and we've chosen to merge them in a really unique and interesting way where they complement each other. It's not just one or just the other. Humans bring a lot of benefit to the coding process that artificial intelligence just can't do at this time. But artificial intelligence brings a lot of benefits to the coding process that humans are incapable of as well. So we've chosen to merge those two into a nice package and not use one or the other. And then finally, I think another thing that makes us stand apart and really our vision and how we benefit our clients and client community is we have a focus on providing the most clinically efficient processes possible, because all of our products are built and designed by clinicians for clinicians. I myself am a clinician. I'm not a physician, but I am a nurse. So I've lived in the clinical workplace for a number of years, and I've seen the immense downsides of working with software technologies, all sorts of rollouts that are poorly implemented, poorly designed, and you can tell they weren't designed by somebody who has actually worked in a clinical setting. So all of our products are designed by clinicians for clinicians, so that the physicians and other clinicians can spend less of their time with administrative things and more of their time focusing on what really matters, which is delivering the best quality care to their patients.
Well, that's great. Thank you. That helps me to understand what you're doing a lot more.
Good.
And I'm going to turn it over to Charisma and let her have a shot at you.
So if I own a practice and we want to work with you, Greg, in Versicode, can you walk me through the whole process or what the process is like?
Yeah, absolutely. So of course there's the initial onboarding, contracts, BAs, all of that stuff, but let's pretend we're past all of that and we're actually implementing that. So if you bring us on to do a risk adjustment coding project, whether that's a recurring project or just a one-time thing, the beauty of what we do for you is it's very hands-off. Like I said just a minute ago, we're focusing on providing the time and space for the physicians to focus on their patients. So we take as much of that administrative burden off of them as possible. So essentially, once you've identified the patient panel that you want us to review, we will start reviewing through the medical record to find all of the existing HCCs or whatever the target codes are, and provide all of the documentation that goes with those to validate those. but not only the existing ones, but we'll also find new HCC codes that maybe have never been documented before. Perhaps they came from an incidental finding in a report somewhere, or they were mentioned by a physician in the past, but never actually coded with an ICD-10 code. We'll provide that code, all of that documentation in one nice, neat package. And then finally, we'll find the codes that have been coded historically. Maybe you successfully coded them 2015, 2016, but for some reason they kind of dropped off the radar in 2017 and 2018. So we'll go back and we'll resurrect those codes. As you know, if you work in risk adjustment, all of those codes have to be recertified annually, or else it's like they don't exist and you don't get reimbursed for them. So we'll bring those back into the current phase and again, provide all of that documentation. We're then able to drop those reports and send those to the physician and for their review, or to the administrators, whoever will be doing that review. We're able to provide extensive and custom analytics to see what specific areas your practice may be struggling in when it comes to risk adjustment coding. So you can provide some targeted education or some targeted improvement. So you're not just wasting your education dollars, you're really focusing them on the most effective ways for you to improve. We're also able to provide clinical recommendations. If you see a patient has a certain condition and they're on another medication and they have another certain condition, we can recommend certain screening services or even clinical decision-making support based off of the review that we've done. But the beauty of all of that is you keep seeing your patients while we're doing that work, and you don't have to do any of that.
I like that you don't have a one-size-fits-all, and that you can customize the project, and that you're able to also look at the codes from, or the patients from a year ago, from 2 years ago, and recertify those. So I think that's awesome. Thank you.
Correct. Yeah, and we definitely are not one size fits all. A lot of my most favorite features in our software, and even some products that we're working on now, are originated as ideas from our clients. They didn't come from us. So we're certainly open and excited about receiving that feedback and delivering a custom and personal approach.
Thank you. You're hired. Go ahead.
Awesome.
I'll turn it over to Nathan.
Oh, right on. Well, speaking of that, I'll dive right in with a question about, you're able even on a clinical level to give insights and provide some real thought leadership too, as far as how you're approaching this in the market. So I know we're doing a LinkedIn group, we're doing videos. What other places can people reach or connect with you if they're interested in creating content, giving feedback? This is I feel like you're in a great discovery process as well. A lot of this is changing as that risk is shifting. Talk a little bit about where and how you can engage with people that are interested.
Yeah, so you mentioned that creating content piece, which we hadn't talked about before, but not only on the business side of the services and software platform that we offer, but we're also just looking to engage with like-minded people and support and promote our industry. So we're always looking for people to maybe co-author a blog post or jump on a video like this and share what products and projects you're working on. So there's that content creation piece as well that we're excited about. So we're on all sorts of different platforms where we have a heavy and growing presence on LinkedIn. You can find us on linkedin.com/Versicode. That's VERSICODE. Or our website, www.versicode.com. Again, that's VERSICODE. Fill out a contact form or call the number there to be connected with a representative. And we'd love to partner with you on creating some content, or if you have a risk adjustment project that needs to be completed, or if you just want to talk and have questions and don't really know and just want some guidance and to be pointed in the right direction. We're happy to do that as well. So you can reach out to us on those platforms, and probably a lot more coming soon.
Yeah, I like that last option. Just if you just want to talk to somebody, I love that. But it's great diving into these conversations. We got a bunch more lined up. So Greg, thanks for answering our questions.
Awesome. Thank you all.